Hello and welcome to this Yin Yoga practice inspired by Jesus, our Good Shepherd. My name is Francisca and I'm happy to share this devotional practice with you. Today, if you have a yoga blanket, or a yoga bolster, or a pillow that you could use instead, that would be great. If you don't have any of these props, don't worry. You can also work without them. Let's begin. Take your blanket and ground the seat bones on top, lengthening the spine, just making little adjustments, maybe rolling your shoulders, projecting the top of the head towards the ceiling. Just move the attention inwards and relax your body. Let's take a couple of deep cleansing breaths. Just taking a deep, long breath in through the nose. And then open the mouth and sigh out. Deep inhale through the nose, filling the lungs completely. Exhale through the mouth. Keep your attention inwards, observing the breath, following the air all the way down towards the base of the lungs as you inhale, and then following the air all the way back up to the nostrils as you exhale. So listen to the voice of God, of Jesus Christ, the Good Shepherd. Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. Let's listen to it again. Be still and know that I am God. Can you feel His presence as you remain still? Slowly open your eyes. Let's take our first Yin Yoga posture for today, Caterpillar pose. You can still use the blanket beneath your seat bones and extend the legs in front of you. You can use the bolster between your legs in any height to support your upper body. You can also place the bolster between the legs and your torso, or maybe you can place it on top of your shins like I am doing here. You can start walking with the hands towards the top of the mat and round the back of your spine. Just relaxing your body here and allowing the pull of the gravity to do most of the work for you. Tune in to your breath and mentally scan your body. Feel your body, noticing that tension creates a stiffness, a hardness in your body. Visualize that stiffness, hard and inflexible, like candle wax. Now bring awareness to the top of your head. Visualize and feel tension begin to soften and melt. Whole scalp, face, jaw melting, dripping down like candle wax. Neck, shoulders, back, melting. Arms and hands melting, dripping down. Hardness melting away. Hips, legs, feet and toes melting. Until all that's left is a puddle. All tension melted away. Enjoy the sensation of tension melted for a few breaths. Bring energy to your hands and arms and lift your torso. Sit nice and tall. Remove your prop and bend the knees one by one. You can windshield wiper the legs side to side, observing the sensations in your hip joints and knee joints. We are going to take a variation of butterfly pose, making a diamond shape with the legs, soles of the feet to touch. Sit nice and tall. You can take your bolster here to support the upper body. And then from your hips, start rounding the spine as you fold forward. And connecting with your breath. Relaxing your body. Meditating in Matthew 28:20. I am with you always, to the end of the age. I am with you always, to the end of the age. Can you listen to Jesus' voice? The Good Shepherd. Let's try this again. Imagine and feel Jesus talking to you. Saying, I am with you always, to the end of the age. Let's take one more breath and help yourself to come out of the posture. Let's move the bolster out of the way. Close your legs like a book. You can windshield wiper the legs side to side again. Observe the sensations. Let's move into a melting heart pose. You can use the blanket beneath the knees. Take a tabletop position to begin, aligning hips over the knees, shoulders over the wrists, and then you can walk with the hands towards the top corners of the mat, melting chest and head towards the earth. Keep shoulders away from the ears. Maybe resting the elbows on the mat. Or you can also use the bolster beneath the rib cage. See if this feels comfortable. I'd rather work without it. Make sure you feel a nice pull from your hips towards the back of the room, stretching the armpits and shoulders, gently melting any tensions from the shoulder blades. Just moving again attention inwards, placing awareness on your breath. Continue listening to the voice of the Good Shepherd, Jesus, through John 14:3. I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am. Let's listen to this again. I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am. Let's take one more breath and then ground the palms to lift the torso back up onto a tabletop position and move into a cow pose as you inhale, drop the belly. Cat pose as you exhale, round the spine. Inhale, open chest, pull shoulders back. Exhale, look at the navel. You can also make some circles around the hips, the shoulders, the wrists. And then move towards the other direction, always looking for balance on both sides. Focus more on how this feels than how this looks. Sphinx pose, forearms, belly, pelvis to the mat. This is a gentle back bend. Lift the chest, roll shoulders back, down away from the ears. Maybe flipping palms towards the sky in sign of receptivity. And you can adjust the distance between the arms and the torso depending on the sensations on your back. You can also use the pillow beneath the ribcage and elbows. Lengthen the tailbone towards the earth and relax the glutes, the legs, the feet. Release any tensions from the base of the neck and shoulders. Directing the air down towards the belly as you inhale. And following the air back to the nostrils as you exhale. Scanning the body. Releasing any tensions you might find. And keep that connection with your breath. Maybe bring the chin towards the chest, releasing tensions, the back of the neck, and you can move gently the head side to side. Eventually find some stillness. Just meditating in the words of Jesus. In John 8:12. I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. Listen carefully again. I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. Let's take one more deep, long breath. And then you can release the posture, bring one hand stack on top of the other, rest forehead on top. Bend the knees and windshield wiper the legs side to side. Moment by moment, observing how the sensations shift and dissolve. And then you can release feet to the ground, bring hands next to chest and push yourself back up. Big toes to touch on the back of your mat, knees wide open for the child's pose. So you can go right away with the hands towards the top of the mat, resting forehead down, or you can also use your bolster beneath your upper body and resting one cheek, and then I can let you know when to switch sides. Relaxing the lower back and hips, releasing all the weight of the arms, visualizing and feeling how the tension begins to soften and melt. All tension melting away. And now let's meditate on Isaiah 41:10. Fear not, for God is with you. He will strengthen you. He will help you. He will uphold you with His righteous right hand. You can change the position of your head. Again, listen and meditate on these words. Fear not, for God is with you. He will strengthen you. He will help you. He will uphold you with His righteous right hand. Let's take one more deep, long breath. And then, just little by little, help yourself to move out of your child's pose. Use the strength of your hands and arms. Remove any prop out of the way. And we are going to lay on our backs so you can just remove any props. Resting shoulders and hips on the mat, and then walking the feet towards the hips. Open the arms like a T shape. You can lift the pelvis and move the hips towards the left long edge of the mat. Pull knees towards the chest and let the legs fall all the way towards the right. You can use the blanket beneath your legs or between your knees. You can also use the bolster instead. So grounding the left shoulder, chest facing the ceiling. If it feels comfortable, you can roll the head towards the left side. Notice the natural movement in the body as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Focus on an area of tension. Inhale slowly into the area. And exhale deeply, feeling as if the tension is unraveling. Like a knitted sweater unraveling stitch by stitch. Inhale slowly and deeply. Exhale tension completely unraveling like a knitted sweater by the end of the breath. Inhale slowly and exhale deeply. Tension completely unraveling. Taking a few more breaths, enjoying the release. Let's take one more breath, and then you can start removing the blanket. Center your hips and bring knees towards the chest in a reclined child's pose. Melting any tensions from the back of the shoulders towards the earth, maybe gently rock side to side. And then open arms, bring feet flat to the mat, hips to the right, knees to chest, legs fall to the left. You can prop yourself with the blanket. And keep chest facing upwards, grounding the right shoulder down. Let's meditate on these words from Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Notice which thoughts or feelings come up as you continue repeating these words mentally. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Take one more breath, and then you can dissolve the posture. Center the hips. You can rest with the feet flat on the mat. Or maybe you can use the bolster, the pillow, beneath the knees or thighs. Extending the legs along the mat. Perhaps you can use the blanket folded beneath the head as a pillow, or cover up the body with it. Arms resting to the sides, more or less 45-degree angle from the torso. Relax the body fully and direct the mind to rest deeply. Meditating in these words from Psalm 16:8. I know the Lord is always with me. I will not be shaken, for He is right beside me. I know the Lord is always with me. I will not be shaken, for He is right beside me. Little by little, bring awareness back into your breath, inviting gentle movement onto your toes, fingers, ankles, and wrists. Maybe smile and rock your head side to side. You can remove the pillow beneath your legs and give yourself a full body stretch. Take your time. You can roll to your side in a newborn position. Keep your eyes closed and your attention inwards. Use your top hand to push yourself back up to sit with your back straight in the most comfortable seated position you can find. And place your hands in a prayer position in front of your heart center. Bow the head in sign of gratitude. And thank your God, Lord Jesus Christ, your good shepherd. Thank you very much for joining me today in this devotional practice. I hope to see you in the next one. Amen.